Hi guys, and welcome to today's video that is going to be about encapsulation in object-oriented programming and more specifically in Java. So let's go. So here I've created two files, person.java and hue.java, and hue in this case is supposed to be a name that is going to be the instance of our main class that is going to be called Java. So let's create our instance variables here. So int age and string name. So remember how we did the last time. Okay, let's first actually create the instance, the actual instance. So person hue equal to new person. And by the way, if you don't know what I'm doing here, I suggest you watch my last video that's covering basically what object-oriented programming is and just the pure basics of it. So now, after we've done that, remember what we did the last time. We could do say hue name be equal to hue. And we actually can say that here as well. So now, if we want to print that, we would just say, actually, let's just do it here. System out print line. So now, if we print that, let's see, it indeed prints the hue name. However, what if I do private string name and run the program now? Well, it says that name, which is the attribute, has private access in person. What that means is if it is private here, you can't access it in another file basically, but you can access this variable in this particular class only. So if you can't access it like this, like saying hue.name, then how would you set its name to be equal to hue? Well, that's where setter methods come. So setter methods essentially are, you need to create them as public and they don't return any type. So they just don't return anything. That's why we're saying void here. And we'll say set name to string n, and we'll say name is equal to n. So now what we can do is say hue dot set name be equal to hue. So what that means is it is actually the same as saying hue dot name be equal to hue. This is the same. However, you're accessing the name attribute via a method. So that's really safer way of accessing the variables, and just for good practice you would want to initialize your instance variables always as private. So now the next question is, but how do you print that? Well, that's when getter methods come into play. So getter methods usually, if you unless you want to print out something, usually get a return type because they return something. So in this case, we're just going to return string. It will say get name, and it's not going to take any parameters at all, and we'll just say return name. So name here is already set to n, so we're just returning the new value. So we save that and we say hue.get name. So let's try running that now, see if there are any errors. Java C, run that, and there are not any errors. But as you can see, we didn't actually print hue's name. As you can see here, we're not printing anything, and that is because here we just return this value, but we're just storing it basically, but we're not printing it. So since we're storing it, we can just throw it in a print statement, in a print function, sorry. And now let's save that and run it again. As you can see, we just printed it out. So just to go through it one more time, let's do the same thing but with age. So first is our setter method, which will be public void set age parameter a, say our age will be equal to n. And then what is the next thing? The next thing will be getting this value. So since we're going to be returning an int, we're just gonna say int and get age, no parameters, and return this value. Save that and just manipulate the information here as well. So hue.set age will be equal to 15, and hue.get age, just printing that out. It's here. We actually, let's do it like this. This, and like this. And we can also do hue its name, and just so you can see it more clearly, hue's age. Okay, so now let's run that. First we have to compile it, and we will get an error. And the error is because instead of n we need a, because our parameter name is a, not n. I was just looking at this one for some reason, but anyway, let's compile it again. Now we should be good to go. Yep. So now let's run it, and as you can see, we're just setting the value to hue, printing that out, saying hue's name here, and then we're saying hue.setAge to 15, and then we're just getting the age from our getter method, and we're just printing it out, as you can see here. So yeah guys, I think that will be all for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it informative. If you did, just leave a like or comment, and see you on the next video.